Welcome to Connections with BCD Travel, an ongoing conversation about the modern-day travel program, the impact of technology, and how travel buyers can take control and drive change. What are we waiting for? Let's start connecting.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Connections with BCD Travel and the final episode of our first season. It's hard to believe that we're already here. I'm Chad Lemon. I work in digital strategy and advancement at BCD.
And I'm Miriam Moskovich. I lead the partnerships and intelligence team at BCD. This is your last chance to review the podcast before we take a little break. So wherever you're listening, please leave us a review. So here we are, Chad, our final episode of 2023 and season 1. This has been so much fun.
I agree. And I'm going to miss connecting with you on a regular basis for a few weeks, Miriam. We started this podcast as a way of connecting with travel managers, but we were quickly humbled to learn that many people in the business travel industry were tuning in and all over the world. Fun facts. This podcast is downloaded on every inhabited continent. And the last time I checked, we were listened to in about 80 countries. We've trended in places like the US, Costa Rica, Germany, the UAE, and India. So I'm sure you're going to join me in this. To everyone listening or that has listened this season, thank you.
In celebrating our final episode of the year, I think our 26th overall, we wanted the final episode to be extra. So we invited a couple special guests. First, welcome to Connections, our president and CEO, Stephan Mike. Tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, Stephan.
Hello. Great to be on. I was waiting for this moment, as you can imagine. I try to be very passionate in things that I'm doing. That's at least what my kids and my family are saying. I build on trust. That's definitely what my kids will say because they learned their lesson. You can only lose your trust once. It's hard to rebuild. So, and that is core for me in business as well. I would call myself German accuracy. We call it in German Deutsche Gründlichkeit. So being a European, I like to be very precise, but at the same time, as a lot of you have already experienced, I'm a person who likes to have fun with each other as well.
And it's no secret. I've wanted our second guest on the show for months now, and I am so glad we finally got him. Welcome to the show, our Chief Operating Officer and Chief Commercial Officer, Mike Jansen. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks, Chad. I think I was just playing hard to get. You know how I am. Let's be honest. There's no way you will ever have a short answer compared to me, Stephan. I can talk forever, so I'll always make you look brief. As Stephan said, trust, big part of life for me. I think it's so important in business and your personal life. If you want to have friends, you want to be close to people, there has to be a level of trust. I'm a big foodie. I'm a big eater. I love talking food, love talking restaurants. So if you ever want to break the ice with me, just come talk food and we'll do that all day long.
And he can do the best mashed potatoes, I can tell you, because I had the pleasure to be with him last week in what we call the Budget 2024 house down in Atlanta. And he was cooking for us the best mashed potatoes I ever had in my life.
Now, Mike, you've been at BCD for almost 24 years. And Stephan, while you're in your first year as CEO, you've been part of the BCD family for years. Can you both give us your origin story, as in how did you arrive at the position you're in today?
Yeah, let me start first. And Mike has a little bit more time because he always needs a little bit more time to describe everything. So with German Gründlichkeit, I think I will be short and precise. So I am in this industry since 2003. So my career started at a company that was called TQ3, owned by TUI. And I came to our family company in 2006 through the acquisition that Mr. Van Vlissing and his family did. So I would say what our shareholder has taught us over the last years and what we have learned, what is important for him, is the company as such, BCD being his cornerstone investment he has done. He's extremely proud of what he, together with management, has built and what he has developed over the last years. You see our recent announcements that we have made, how big our company has become, how important our company has become for this industry. Being, let's say, in the top league, he would have never expected that nearly 50 years ago. So that was the first step into this family business. We all know there are a lot of changes coming. We hear a lot, and this company, BCD Travel, has changed over the last years, adapted faster than anyone else. And I want to continue with my leadership team, including Mike, being my lovely colleague. I want to continue exactly on that route, and I want to continue to grow this company for, as Mr. van Vlissingen keeps on saying, the next generations.
Mine's a little bit different, but kind of the same way. I didn't start in travel. I had no plans to get into the travel industry. I worked in the computer industry. I worked in consulting before I got into travel. And those companies were large Fortune 100 companies. And, I just felt like a spoke in the wheel. I didn't really feel I could make a difference and all that. And when I came into the organization, I was just blown away by two things. Actually, more than two things. The fact that I was truly empowered to do things. I was given autonomy. I was given the ability to make decisions. I was working with people that actually wanted to know about me, who I am, right? To allow me to be a part of, as Stephan talks about, a culture, a family-run business. That was different for me. And then lastly, one of the things that was so big for me was just the feeling of, if I wanted to try something different, I was given the opportunity. I wasn't just pigeonholed that, well, you're a finance guy or you're a sales guy or you're this and that's who you're always going to be. I was given opportunities. So in my career here, I've had sales, finance, operations, program management. I've been responsible for clients. I've been responsible for teams, responsible for geographies. It's truly been very fortunate, very amazing for me.
Stephan, we originally asked you to come on this show right as you took over the reins as CEO this summer, but you said that it wasn't the right time and that rather than talking, now is the time for you to listen. So I know that you've been spending the last several months on the road doing exactly that, listening to clients, to BCD employees, to colleagues around the world, partners, suppliers. What are you hearing? What have you heard?
Oh, as you can imagine, Miriam, BCD employees, customers, suppliers have to say a lot. So I heard a lot as well. And it was extremely important for me to start this way, to listen to our employees, our clients, and our industry partners, which we always have in the middle of everything we're doing. Now, what we hear as well, that when I travel from Asia, Europe, and then to Latin America and the US, there are differences in what we're doing. Differences meaning the request by region, by country is different. Hence, it's important for us to be able, with all the people that we employ, with all the people we have in those different regions, to react to these different needs. Only a true global company can do that. Companies pretend to be a global company, but I think what BCD Travel has built over the last years, we truly can say we have achieved what our clients want from us. So, and what you can feel as well, if you talk to the people, you can feel how enthusiastic and proud they are working for BCD Travel, how proud they are to service the clients. And I guess our clients feel that as well every day in the service delivery that our employees give to them. They always want to be better. So they aim for improving the service level, the speeds, and the quality day by day, sometimes to a degree where I say, hey, take a pause and realize how good we already are, how much our clients appreciate what you are doing. What I have experienced as well with the leadership around the world is we still have this entrepreneurial spirit that I guess comes from our family company, from our family DNA, that our founder always has had the wish that we continue to have that as a foundation in our company as well. And you see that the passion, country by country and region by region, what they want to do and how they want to improve.
And Mike, with the number of conversations that you have with leaders and travel programs, you glean some pretty interesting insights. So what are you hearing from the travel buyers and the travel managers, specifically as they close out 2023 and are ready to start fresh in 2024?
They are ready to move forward. They are tired of hearing about the past. They are tired of looking at what we have come through. Yeah, I've had a couple of conversations where I've made the pledge of, let's see if we can get through this presentation or this conversation without saying the P word, right? Can we stay away from that word through this whole presentation? And you find out how hard it is, because we've all been talking about these last few years, what we've gone through, how hard it is, what we have to rebuild. But honestly, the conversations with customers and prospects are, hey, we want to be focusing on the future. What are you going to be moving forward with? What are we going to do now going forward? I don't want to hear about what the past was all about and the problems. I get them, but now I'm ready for the future. I think that's a big part of it. The other big part is really, as we've all lived through the disruptions and the fact that, believe it or not, this unbelievably complex business called travel has gotten even more complex, more disruption than we've ever seen.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, right. How do you help me understand, how will BCD have my back? How will BCD have my travelers back? How will duty of care be there? How are you going to stay in touch with my customers? How are you going to help them through their journey so they stay efficient and on task to perform what they need to perform for our company? So we continue to be focused on that duty of care, how we look at that traveler engagement, how we continue to make sure we're giving good, right information to travelers to make good, right decisions at the right time. So that's really important as we go forward. That's a big part of the conversation. And then, there's always the dialogue about all the different technologies and what's the new cool thing that we can integrate into our program. And a lot of that has been driven by NDC. A lot of that has been driven by AI. So I think that's all going to be interesting. And that's what those conversations are kind of revolving around.
Well, speaking of 2024, I'm curious to know what you both think are the biggest growth areas for BCD. Where do you see us going? What possibilities are exciting you?
Yeah, that's an interesting question coming just out of the first round of budget meetings. So let me answer it the following way. I think we have to realize we are in our core a service company. That having said, we will put people in the middle of everything we will do going forward. And these are, first of all, our own employees, where we have to make sure they still see us as their employer of choice for the long run. We want to be the place for new talent coming on board as well, because with the change that Mike just has explained that is coming with maybe a higher speed than I have seen in my previous time at BCD, I think with that speed, we as well need to engage this new talent. So being a service provider, focusing on people means as well we focus on the people that travel with us, with our clients. And what they want is they always ask us for the best choices, the best technology, and we always have delivered on that request. And while I had the opportunity to be first time in my life at GBTA this year in Dallas, I heard our clients saying how good our technology is already today, but they don't want us to sit and wait on the next wave coming. They want to be, or they want us to be the front runner of new technology, new solutions to service our clients. And that will be for us in 2024 as well extremely important to focus on some core technologies that we want to get right out to our agents to help them improving the service they already do today, and as well for our clients that are looking, as Mike has said, that are experiencing and that hopefully one day want to jump on these new solutions as well. And for this, I might mention two things which will be core for us. NDC, there is a lot of change happening already today and coming in the future. And AI, we should not be afraid of using that as well, because we have used that in the last years already in our technology without many of us have felt it. This is something that will change our industry and that will help our agents to even get better service. So these are core things beside every, let's say, many other things that Janis and many other team members have on their list. But it will be core for us to focus on a few things, deliver it right, get it right for our agents, get it right for our customers. Don't forget our suppliers. And this will be in our focus for 2024 and beyond.
No, boss, you're 100% accurate. I've got nothing to add to that. But yeah, you guys, you get that feel, right, from Stephan. I love the fact how he continues to talk about service and talk about the people, because I think sometimes too often in this industry, everybody gets so excited about technology, which is great. But for us, philosophically, technology is there to complement the service solution of BCD Travel. It's to empower our travelers, to empower our agents. And I think it's going to be really key for us. And I'll tell you why. Because, obviously being a chief commercial officer, I could sit here and talk all day about how proud I am of the teams for giving us record growth over the last few years. We've been selling new business better than we ever have in our history. However, the most important thing to me, and people in this company have heard it from me forever, the most important KPI is the retention of your clients, the retention of your people. And if we don't retain the clients that we have, you can't grow as a company. You can't be strong. And so I want to make sure, as Stephan wants to make sure, that we continue to keep improving our service to surpass that service reputation we had built, years and years and years to build that foundation, to continue to be a leader in integration of third-party technologies, to continue to be a company that builds our own technology where it makes sense, because we want to move faster, we want to deliver more, because all of those customers, they stood behind us during these last few years. They were good partners to us, and we owe them, and we got to keep helping them, and we got to hold on to them while we keep selling new business. So, you ask where we can grow. It's a little bit of an interesting answer for me. I see our growth, like Stephan does, in what we keep doing to service the current client base to make sure they continue to see BCD as the leading TMC in the space. And then from there, we'll just keep building.
Okay, I think we've drilled both of you enough on the hard questions. So I wanted to give you both an opportunity to talk to our listeners for a moment. So for all of the clients out there, the travel programs and the travel managers, do you have anything that you'd like to share directly to them?
I am very grateful for the trust and the partnership that we have with all of them. So I think partnership defined as in good and in bad times, we are standing together. Yes, it can be sometimes very tough. And yes, sometimes we are not able to fulfill what clients want. But in a good partnership, you get there together. And that's what we experience. And that's what I'm very thankful for. I think you can see, you have heard, and you will see in the future, we have a very strong leadership team. We always had, and we will have going forward, with a lot of stability in the leadership team. And that makes us very unique in this industry. I have not come back to this company to just be in maintenance mode. And I want to build with my executive team, with the whole company, with the energy we have in BCD Travel, a strong growing company in the future. And the potential is there. If I look back what has happened in the last 3 years, how successful our sales teams have been at every level and have feed the energy, the engine of our company, and what they have on plan for the next years to come, what technology has done, what our people in the field are doing, our support functions, that is just crying out for further growth in the company and not for pure maintenance. You have my commitment, my personal commitment, and the commitment of our executive team to accelerate the speed of delivering good technology and value-added solutions in the next years to come. And you have the commitment of our agents in the field for an outstanding service that you have experienced in the past already and that you will experience in the future as well. And then last but not least, thank you for having chosen BCD Travel. It was the right choice.
Yeah, it's hard for me to add to that, but it's, Stephan said it very well. I think, you chose BCD Travel. You chose us for a reason. We're going to continue to prove to you that you made the right choice, and we are full speed ahead looking towards that future. We're going to move faster. We're committed to you. We're committed to our partnership and continuing to be a leader in this industry while providing the best in class program for you, our clients. So in the spirit of being short, I'll just continue to say thank you, and I'll build upon that. Just thank you for standing behind us and beside us, and we've got a bright future together.
And we know that many of our BCD colleagues also tune into this podcast. Any thoughts you want to share with them?
At end of the year, it is time to call out the strengths and the enthusiasm everyone at every level is delivering day in, day out in BCD, in their functions towards our customers, suppliers, colleagues, teammates. So that to experience, if you come back and take the seat that I have taken, is outstanding and gives me an extremely good feeling for the future. I'm absolutely certain that we do not always make it easy for our employees. A lot of them are sometimes questioning the decisions we take, but they stand with us and to us. And someone has created the slogan, one goal, one team, or one team, one goal. You can turn it around. I think that's describing our company at the best. I only can say thank you for the trust and the support everyone is giving day in, day out. And I'm super excited for the things that are coming in the years that I will be with this company and together with my executive team leading this company into the future.
Yeah, and I'll give a shout out to Mr. Jorge Cruz. I think we give him usually the credit for one team, one goal. And I really think that's been embraced by the organization. And for me, I want everybody out there, every BCD employee, as rightfully said, we do not always make it easy. But every day we're trying to build an environment for you to be the best you can be. And when you look at the success of BCD Travel, when you look at us as a company, step back and be proud, because that's you. You built this company. Every one of our employees, BCD Travel is a leader in this industry because of you and because of what you do. So don't be too hard on yourselves. Don't be afraid that every now and again you're going to make a mistake. Just be proud of what you've accomplished. Keep doing what you do well, and this company will continue to thrive under your hard work, your leadership, your efforts. The people of this company are what make this company. And don't forget, we've all come through a pretty tough time. Please always make sure you find that balance in your life. Always be taking care of yourself. Be careful about your own health. Take care of your family. Have that balance, because work is rewarding for all of us. It's important for all of us, but it's not the end for all of us. So make sure, take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and please feel the appreciation that our family shareholders have for what you've done, what Stephan, what myself, and the rest of the executive team have for what you've accomplished, because the company wouldn't be the company it is if it weren't for you and what you've achieved. So thank you.
Okay, well, we always like to close out our serious discussions with a little bit of fun. So I'm going to ask you all some questions, and we just want to hear the first thing that pops into your mind. We talked a lot about you both being on the road and traveling this year. Do you have any strange habits or routines that you do in the morning?
Strange,
interesting, unique. You can switch that out for any word you want.
Okay, so I start off, or no, Mike, this time you start off, so then I can think.
You want me to throw? So I don't think it's strange, but you'll chuckle. I think Stephan will get a chuckle out of us because he knows this about me now. I like to start almost every day with avocado toast and tea.
True.
It can be avocado toast and tea with an egg, with bacon, just avocado on toast and tea. That's my go-to meal in the morning to get my day started.
That is so trendy of you. I am so proud.
Yes, we were proud in the Budget 2024 House of Him as well, seeing the avocado day in, day out. So, okay, I throw this in. So I can't get out of the bed before I have a cup of coffee. But I as well want, before the rumors are spreading, it was not Mike bringing me the coffee in the morning. So I have to do it myself.
Oh, sure it wasn't.
Oh, no. Miriam, any strange or unique habits for you?
This is my red light mask.
You have been waiting for.
I've been waiting for this question my whole life.
I can feel it.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
and it's
Somebody's got to
it's
describe that for the listeners. What we just saw.
So you can Google it. It's not strange to me. Let's be honest. It's just strange to everyone else. I wear a red light LED mask on my face in the morning. It's usually at my desk at 6 a.m. So if you have a 6 a.m. call with me, I'm usually wearing that thing on my face for 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to be the only weird one, I guess, because everyone else was very normal. I take a shower very first thing in the morning. I hate the taste in my mouth. You would think I would just brush my teeth. I don't. Ever since I was a child, I put a little bit of shampoo on my tongue to get that taste out of my mouth while I'm showering. I kid you not. I've done it for about 35 years now. Yeah,
And it's spearmint, mint,
and I
shampoo.
do not.
What flavor do you choose?
And I'm pretty sure our legal department wants me to say I do not recommend anyone else doing this. It's just what I do. We're not going to talk about it. Next question. You can all choose your own adventure with this one, but I want you to pick one and answer it. Best moment of 2023, most embarrassing or hilarious moment of 2023, or your favorite memory so far in 2023?
Best moment, 3rd of July, 2023. That was my first official day traveling to Bremen. So that was my first visit. So yeah, honestly, that there was one moment before when I knew I got this role, but yeah, that was honestly the best moment.
I'll go for best moment too, and it is pretty easy for me because it was a personal moment. My daughter runs track, and last spring she was a sophomore in high school, and she at her regional state competition, she won her 400 hurdles, her 100 hurdles, and her high jump competition. Aww. And that really wasn't even the best part of it. What made it the best moment of the year was my mom and dad, who are 85, who had never had a chance to attend one of her track meets before because where they live, they were there. They got to see her. They got to be a part of that. That was my best moment of 2023.
Mine was probably more recently. I had a team meeting, and I got to see my team, and they got to see each other. And we're virtual. We've been virtual, and we're all over the world as well. So seeing each other in person doesn't happen often. But it was just so nice to be able to see them looking at each other in the eyes, sharing a meal, talking about work or life. It didn't really matter to me. So that was a special moment, just seeing the team all together and just being so excited to spend time together.
All right, last question. This is just for the two of you, and we ask it to everyone. When you travel for business, window or aisle seat?
Aisle, always.
Heck yeah. I'm an aisle person, and I am that person. When the bell goes off, I jump out of my seat. I am pulling my bag down. I'm getting off that flight. I am like, I'm that guy. I'm looking you across the aisle, and I'm saying, I'm going to beat you to the spot.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
going to trample
same
somebody.
DNA,
Always.
Mike. Same DNA.
I'm an aisle guy
Oh, no.
Yep.
all day.
It was great to speak with you guys, and please don't hesitate to check back with us and with our listeners. We're always ready to hear more. You are invited back.
And to all of our listeners, thank you for connecting with us this year. Miriam and I have had a blast launching this podcast, and we hope that you've not only found it helpful, but maybe you've had a few laughs or been entertained by our sometimes crazy stories.
We'll be taking a break for the rest of the year, but stay plugged into BCD social channels. We'll announce the launch date for Season 2 of Connections with BCD Travel in January. So I guess that's it. So from all of us at BCD Travel, have a safe, happy, and prosperous new year.
Thank you for connecting with us. BCD Travel helps companies travel smart and achieve more. We drive program adoption, cost savings, and talent retention through digital experiences that simplify business travel. Learn more about the topics you heard on this episode by visiting bcdtravel.com/podcast.